Day 132. And Gran is here with special guest, Neva, to read to her cousins. And maybe her brother, and for her to listen to, and her grandma, and my friends, and her friends. Oh, right. And so her story tonight, hold it up so they can see. It's from the library here at the school. It's called Big and Small, Room for All. Okay. And the author is Jo Ellen Bogart, and it's illustrated by Gillian Newland. And it's published by Scholastic Inc. in 2009. And here's all the dedication part. And we're running late. It says, for my darling grandson Milo, and also for my friend and family, and for B, for all your love and support. So here's Neva to read.
Big and small, big and small. Room for all, big and small. Big sky, small sun. Big sun, small earth.
Very cool.
Big earth, small mountain. Big mountain, small tree. Big man, small child. Big kitten, small mouse. Big flea, big flea. What is smaller than a flea? Big sky, what is bigger than the sky?
Okay, what's in it?
What is bigger than the sky? The never ever ending sky.
The never ever ending sky. Oh, the other, there you go. There you go. The universe, hey? Good job. Thank you, Neva. And there it is. Big and small room for all. Okay, so now let's see what happens when I sit down. You think there's going to be room for me? Whoa! Okay.
Teddy Rabbit.
By Kathy Stinson. The art is by Stéphanie. Pouline. By Annick Press Limited, 1988. Teddy Rabbit. Dedicated with thanks to Dan for dropping his teddy bear to me, his father, for telling me. and to his father for telling me. Okay, let's begin. I need to get Grandpa today. Are you listening? Neva's gone to have pizza. Tony and Rabbit went everywhere together. When his mother said, "Don't take Rabbit to the library, Tony. He's too much trouble," Tony said, "Rabbit knows how to be very quiet." When his mother said, "Don't take Rabbit to the market, Tony. The market is big and he might get lost," Tony said, "But Rabbit likes to go look at all the vegetables, and he won't get lost. Rabbit never gets lost." There we go. That's what I wanted to show you tonight. Quick, quick, quick. So here is Rabbit to the library, and here is Rabbit to the market. Rabbit goes everywhere. One morning at daycare, Tony said, "We're going to the teddy bear's picnic on Saturday." "You can't," said Andrew. "Rabbit's not a teddy. He's a rabbit." Tony hugged Rabbit tighter and said, "Teddies don't have to be bears." Quietly he added, "Sometimes teddies are rabbits." "Haven't you ever heard of a teddy rabbit, Andrew?" asked Miss Manning. Tony smiled. Andrew laughed. "No." Tony frowned. He hoped Miss Manning was right. He hoped it would be okay to take Teddy Rabbit to the teddy bear's picnic. So his friend tried to say, "No, rabbits." At night, in bed, Tony thought about the teddy bear picnic. He thought about all the children with teddy bears shouting, "Go home, Rabbit. This picnic is for bears only." I bet he didn't have a very good sleep, hey? Poor Tony. He loves his rabbit. But every morning, Tony counted the days till Saturday on the calendar. Every day he thought about the teddy bear's picnic at Center Island, riding in the swan boats with Teddy Rabbit, having lunch on the beach or under a tree if Rabbit felt too hot. He wondered if Rabbit would be afraid to go on the sky ride. On Saturday, Tony's dad came to take him to Center Island. Tony's mom put some carrots in a bag, even though Tony didn't much like them. She tied Rabbit's blue and white checkered ribbon neatly across his neck. She kissed Tony goodbye. So there's the bag with the carrots. Oh, he's even ironing the ribbon for Rabbit to wear. Tony went with his dad down many stairs into the subway station. They dropped their tickets into the box and went down some more stairs. Lots of people were on the platform waiting for the train to come. One of the people rushed past Tony and knocked Teddy right out of his arms. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! That's a subway station. Lots of you may not have seen one. Tony saw Teddy Rabbit fall to the tracks far below, where he was dark and dirty, and where it was dark, dangerous, and dirty. He felt his dad grab him so he wouldn't fall down too. "Mr. Teddy," shouted Tony. People on the platform gathered round. "Poor boy, he's lost his Teddy," said a big woman with big flowers on her dress. She wiggled her hips and shoulders and thought hard about what to do. "Such a shame to lose a Teddy," said a young man with beads on his jacket. He stroked his beard and thought hard about what to do. "He looks a bit big to me to be worrying about a Teddy," said a sharp woman with long red fingernails. She turned her pinched face away from the crowd at the edge of the platform and tapped her foot. Oh, there's the danger of the lights coming down the track. And there's Tony, worried about his rabbit. A teddy on the tracks, you say? Said a woman in a train station uniform. She radioed to the driver, "Stop the train!" Then she rushed up the stairs. Deep in the tunnel, the train stopped. "There's been an emergency in the next station," announced a voice over the loudspeaker. "There will be a slight delay in service." People in the train frowned and shook their head and sighed. "Can't somebody get my teddy?" cried Tony. People on the platform frowned and shook their heads and sighed. Tears rolled down Tony's cheeks. There's the lady announcing that there's a problem, and there's everybody on the train car, and there's the brakes screeching to a halt. Then the woman in the uniform ran back down the stairs holding a high, long, black umbrella with a curved wooden handle. "From the lost and found," she explained. "Excuse me." People made way for the woman with the umbrella. The woman lay on her stomach and reached the handle of the umbrella down to the dark, dark space beside the platform. She lifted the umbrella back up. Empty. She stretched a little harder, reaching as far as she could with the umbrella. The people on the platform stretched too. Then, on the hook of the handle was Teddy Rabbit, hanging by his blue and white checked ribbon. The woman with the flowers wiggled and smiled, and the man with the beads stroked his beard and nodded. The lady with the fingernails sniffed. The woman radioed to the driver of the train. "Emergency situation, all clear. You may proceed." So there's the hook of the handle the lady thought of. And there she is. She's reached the rabbit. Yay! Hi, guys. Tony scolded Teddy Rabbit for going on the tracks. When the train roared into the station, Tony hugged Teddy Rabbit tight. He hugged him tight on the subway train, and waiting at the bus stop, and on the bus, and waiting at the ferry dock. They had to go a long way to go to the teddy bear picnic on the island, so it's a good thing they found Teddy. On the ferry, Tony looked through the railing at the fast water swishing past. He gave Teddy Rabbit an extra tight squeeze and sat back on the bench. Tony saw a girl on another bench with a big bear tucked under her arm. Nearby, a girl stood with a carriage full of teddy bears. He knew they must be going to the teddy bears' picnic, too. Tony looked at Teddy Rabbit sadly. He folded Rabbit's floppy ears behind his head, but he knew he couldn't make a rabbit look like a bear. He didn't even want his rabbit to look like a bear. He just hoped rabbits were allowed at today's picnic. There he is trying to get rid of the ears. And here's the other people traveling. Hi. "Tony, look," said his dad. He lifted Tony up. He was careful to put a hand around Rabbit, too. The ferry was docking at Center Island. On the island, Tony saw hundreds of children. With the children were hundreds of teddy bears. Tony swallowed hard and hugged Rabbit against his sore tummy. Then Tony saw that one of the teddy bears had a very long tail. That was not a tail. That was not a bear. It was a monkey. That's funny, thought Tony. Then he saw that one of the teddy bears had a bushy mane of golden hair. It was not a bear. It was a lion. Then Tony laughed. if teddy monkeys and teddy lions could come to the teddy bear's picnic, he knew Teddy Rabbit would be welcome too. So there they were on the ferry. And there he is with a blue ribbon his mummy tied on, and Daddy's got him held tight. He's holding Teddy Rabbit tight. Oh boy. Tony and Teddy Rabbit sat on a big blanket under a tree with 3 teddy bears and 2 teddy cats, and with lots of sandwiches and cookies, berries with honey, tinned tuna, and of course, carrots. Look at that crew having a snack together on the island. Nice, hey? Look at that fancy sandwich with an olive in it. See the sandwich? That's an olive with a piece of pimento stuffed in it. And here they were going on the sky track. Whoops, there's the people all over the... And there, he's got Teddy Rabbit in the sky train. Wow, look how high up they are. Wow. And that's the end. So, thanks for watching. This way, babe. There you go. You can come this way. There. Arlo is here for a little minute, too. Anyway, that's the story for Friday night. We hope you liked it. Sweet dreams. Jesus keep you. Good night. Hope to see you tomorrow if you're available. Mwah. Thanks for watching.